Okay, guys, what we're gonna do now is to prep the canvas with a little bit of medium. This is completely dry. This is completely dry now. So what we're gonna do is put a little bit of medium in there because I'm going to do the second layer of the background. So we want to make sure that this thing is going to adhere really good, and we're not going to get any alligator skin, as we call it. And you get some parts of or the new oil paint adhering to or trying to adhere to a new area, it gets a little bit of what is commonly known as alligator skin. So we don't want that. We just want to make a perfect way to prepare this so it will go nice and smooth. Okay, and this is exactly what I'm doing right now. And since we're painting live over here with the microphone and all that, you're gonna have to excuse the noise, especially when I hit the easel with the brush. I know I put a lot of it in here, but I just want to make sure that everything is covered. Although I'm only going to be painting on this segment on the background, but what that will do is that it will dry evenly. If I just put this medium on the background and paint on it, it's going to have an extra layer or so. And we don't want that. Now the old masters believe that if you use the warmth of the palm of your hand, that will really help adhere to the new pigment. So one thing that I like to do is to make sure that everything is covered. See, like over here, I had a couple right here, a couple spots that they were not covered, so I just put it against the light and make sure that everything is thoroughly glazed or has the medium in it for easy addition. Okay, I think we're okay now. So now what I'll do, I put the palm of my hand make sure that everything is not embedded in there, and all the valleys and all the peaks and all that. There. Good. Just kidding. Anyway, so now we're going to clean up a little bit over here. And I'm going to wipe off the excess of oil of the medium. This is probably 60-70% English distilled turpentine and 30-35% of cold pressed linseed oil. As you can see, some of the painting here I have already been picked up because of the solvent that I have. But that's okay. This is nothing more than the underpainting. Okay. So I think we're okay to start. Go ahead and put in the second coat of the background color. So let's get rolling over here, and I hope you can see me okay. I like to put a little bit of medium on the brush to get so it won't go as thick as. And as you could tell, we're going to start going a little darker over here. I need more oil, more medium. And I will either add more darks in there later on or some light, but I just want to get you. This is the second coat. Usually I put 3 for my background. So I think it's a little, usually what I do is I do the 1-3-2 rule. Okay, this is the middle, and this is the light. So it helps me gauge that from the very beginning, you know, where I am and all that, and where the transition is going to start taking place. And I can already tell that this over here is way too light, so that's okay. We'll work on it. We'll turn it. In fact, I could just start doing it right now. A little bit of ultramarine blue, more ultramarine blue. It's probably too much, but that's okay. And we're gonna add some burnt umber and a little bit of yellow ochre. I don't want to lose my little brick. A little bit more the umber or the asphalt, as I call it. Now remember that this beautiful apple, we're gonna be able to see it, but we're gonna lose about half of it. So I'm gonna start making a little transition over here. And I'm putting a little bit of this dark before I change the brush, because it's giving me a little shade, a little shadow right here. So I'm just gonna be very, very, very careful with the transition. Okay, now I'm gonna switch the brush. We're going to go to the middle tone in here. I don't have the light on the setup yet because I don't really need it. Already got my shadows that I want there, so just being very careful how this transition takes place. And this thing is a little bit too light in here, but that's okay. That is all right. And I remember we got a little light in here before. Yeah, that's way too light, so I'm gonna quiet it down a little bit. I'm going to use a little bit of Alizarin Crimson over here to give it a little perk. Alright, now switch the brushes. A little bit of burnt umber over here. A little bit of yellow ochre. I want to make it a little bit cool, but not too cool. A little bit of like a half and half. All right. So now we're going to move a little bit this way. I'm looking to see where my moving brush is. See where the moving brush is. So it looks terrible, doesn't it? But that's the way. That's the way to do it, guys. That's the way it goes. Transparent. A little bit more of the little medium here. So you guys probably think, wow, man, what is this guy doing? Well, it's one of those things. Now we're going to put a little bit of Naples yellow right here. And you know what, I'm going to stop a little bit and put the light on because I don't think the shape of the shadows are the way it's supposed to be. So I'm going to stop for a minute and light it up and we'll be right back. Okay, guys?